Good afternoon, boys and girls. So this is a Toro Timemaster 30-inch, 8.75 horsepower, and I had a problem with this. I thought the cable had broken, the personal pace cable. So when you push down on the handle, pulls the little cable here, which then activates the little clutch mechanism on the back of the mower here, on the gearbox. There's a little armature on the back, and it engages the drive wheels. So I was mowing the other week and mowing along, and suddenly, snap, and personal pace handles went down into the lower position, and all of my driving came to a stop. So I thought, oh, the cable's broke. Didn't think anything of it. Bought an OEM cable from what I thought was Toro. So anyway, the cable arrived. It was a bit of a pain in the ass to put the cable on because of all the crap under there. Anyway, I just said, you can see what kind of rubbed on one of the belts. If I can get it to focus on my phone here. You can kind of see where the belts have been rubbing on it. But anyway, so I bought a new cable. And I'll just show you the packet real quick. That was the part number. Okay? And it's basically it's the traction cable. So anyway, I went to the trouble of installing this traction cable, only to discover the traction cable, if you route it through the top, down there, through that hole, and up and around the handlebars like you're supposed to do, up to here, if you try and route it through the normal route that the old cable took, you'll find the cable is actually about 5 inches too short. So the old cable here, this is the old cable, is actually perfectly in length. The new cable is 5 inches too short. And this is what it says on the cable here, it's just for reference. So rather than sending all of this friggin' thing back and have the old cable potentially rubbing on the belt like it had done in the past. So here's the old belt damage. Because what happens is the cable is fastened to the underbody by use of a little clip here that's got some double-sided M3 tape on it, and that keeps the cable out of the way of the belt. It kind of gets routed down and then up through this hole in the corner down there, and then up follows this all the way up to the handlebar, yeah? So I couldn't do that because the cable's too short. So rather than send all this shit back and wait another 10 years to get a new cable that's the right size, and this was supposed to have come from Toro, what I did was I basically took my drill. I tried going through this hole initially, but it takes it over these drive belts for the blade engagement, which is not the best place to go. So what I did was I just basically got my hole cut saw, drilled a hole, and I thought, sod it, I'm going to just route the cable through the side here. So I'll put a grommet in here at some point to keep the cable off the alloy, but I filled it down on the inside, so it's not a sharp edge. This is an alloy body, by the way, which is great because it won't rust. This bit is steel here, will rust, alloy won't rust. So it's a shame they didn't make it all out of alloy. But anyway, so I drilled a hole through the side of the body here and routed the cable up through this cable fastener. And hold on a second, I've got some other issues going on here. Routed it up through the clips here, and after doing that, I can just adjust it up and put it into the mechanism. So it's going to be the right length once I adjust it through here, yeah? So anyway, I was looking at thinking, oh, this is great. But the only thing I thought was, I didn't really see where the cable was broken. It didn't appear to be broken. I mean, it was badly worn and got hot, and I thought maybe the cable is getting pinched on the outer here. And that's why I decided to change the cable. It was a bit of a swine getting it out because of all the muck under there. But I thought maybe, you know, the metal had been pinched. The drive belt had gotten hot onto this and maybe pinched it. So I replaced it, which is when I found out my cable's too small. Hence the hole in the side of the mower there, which actually works. So it's now the perfect length. And it keeps this cable out of the way of the drive belt underneath. I think Toro should have put the cable there all along and had it cinched up like this, so it's out of the way of the drive wheel and out of the way of the drive belts. And it pulls straight back rather than pull down and around and up. Anyway, I put all this in thinking, great, fix the problem, only to discover it wasn't the cable. So what's happened is, so idiot here should have checked this. So here's the little lever plug that this fastens to. So this goes into the hole here. So it wasn't the cable that was broken, it was this stupid plastic piece that engages as you push down. It pulls on that cable to engage the blade. So what it's doing is it's just spinning. So it's actually not doing anything. So I'm a fool. I should have actually checked this prior to buying a new cable, because all I need to do is buy a new plastic piece. And I don't have this plastic piece now, so my mower is still buggered. So what I'm going to do is see if I can epoxy this together before I order a new piece. So check the mechanism before you buy a new cable, because it might not be the cable, it might be this stupid bit of plastic that's busted. And then when you get your new cable, you realise it's 5 inches too short. So I've gone through a whole load of effort here for naught, because it's this stupid bit of plastic. So if you've got a Toro personal pace mower, and it suddenly makes a loud clack noise and stops driving, more than likely it's this really junk-ass piece of plastic here. What a stupid-ass design. So, okay, folks, that's my rant now. Over and out for now. But if you did do this trick and you realise your cable's too short, take your drill, drill a hole in the side, and route it the proper way, because that'll work. All right, over and out for now, folks. Thanks.